So this isn't what I expected to be recording for Skyscraper Sim today. By the way, hello and welcome, but there was a problem with the newer build of Skyscraper Sim which meant I can't record with it at the moment. I'm going to get that looked into, but in the meantime, welcome back to the Premier Inn. So what I've decided to do, because I can't do what I wanted to do, is we're going to look back at this, my first hand-coded building, and let's find things to critique about it, because why on earth not? Let's see what sort of things I look at and think, this should have been done better, because why on earth not? Apart from the fact, of course, it wasn't finished, that could have been done better, but let's just have a look back and see what I think of it about 6 years after I first started doing it, roughly. So, here's the entrance door. We have the Premier Inn logo. We have the Premier Inn logos on the door as well, which look pretty nice, but there is no door sensors, which is just brilliant. By the way, I'm not going to count things that are not included in the building as problems because I never obviously finished it. But the doors look nice, it's just a shame they don't really have a sensor. But we come over here and we've got the door to all the rooms, the lift and the stairs. I think this is the closest font I could get to. I don't think it's exactly right, but it's like, close enough. And then I had to type that out, but go in here. The doors are a bit low resolution. That's something that is technically fixable. I think I do have a picture of a door that could work, but got a lovely directory telling us all the useful things, and we'll go have a look at the lifts and the stairs. I've set the lifts running so we've got some noise going on. We've got this texture here. I can't remember where this came from. I think it was an M72 texture possibly, and I think it does not maintain the same height all the way, and look at that, that's just brilliant, isn't it? But this is what it's about looking over old work, because why on earth not? I'm pretty sure it doesn't maintain the same height all the way up, and then it has to sort of reset itself at the end there, which is why it's got that little bit that goes around. I don't know, I think in an ideal world this would be sort of just horizontal, but hey, it's not an ideal world, is it? Let's go look at the lifts, shall we? We've got two Schindlers here. This one's doing Schindler things, so we'll take this one up to floor 2. Close this. The button panel actually looks pretty decent overall. I think just the cab textures are not quite there. It's also very tall. It's way too tall. So one thing I did with this, I made it way too tall for no obvious reason. There's a rear door which does nothing, because you never know where those rear doors end up, do we? Doors are different heights, classic. But I do like this call station. I do think this call station turned out very nice. Indicators are pretty good as well. So let's go over here. You can see the top of the stairs. That is definitely a lower height. Like, there's no denying that. So, yeah, that could have probably been done a bit better, but we'll go out into the corridor and take a look at a room. Only the even numbers were ever done. When I say even numbers, I think it actually switches to odd numbers at this point, because you've got the emergency steps here. Indeed you do. Emergency steps. That's what they look like. Fortunately, the interfloor was done correctly. It's actually quite a large interfloor, to be fair. Did not remember the interfloor being that large. Okay. Anyway, we will shut that door. We'll go into room 2-1. No, we're going to room 221. Because I decided so. So, the first thing we see when looking at the room is we have these tiny little spotlights. And the wall textures and things were perhaps not the greatest choice, but I think I was a bit limited on references when I made this. You've got purple curtains. They go right up against the wall, I can't quite tell. I don't think, no, they don't. That is good. Perhaps the wall could be a bit thicker, but you know. Got a TV here. Oops. Never heard of that brand, it's just something I found on Google Images because I needed one, I guess. The bed, I will say, despite the corners looking a bit, well, cornery and inconsistent, I like the purple. I do still think I am still quite happy with the purple and the pillows as well. There's a nice remote. I do like how that turned out as well. Again, that texture I think just came off Google Images. Is it even the same? It's a one for all remote. That's what that is. You've got a Bible just sat there because drawers don't exist. Go figure. We've got these lamps here. I think there's a bulb inside it if I'm not mistaken. There is. Looks like that. The purple light, of course. Could never forget a Premier Inn purple light. No switches for anything, of course. Even if they were, they wouldn't work. But we're looking at the bathroom where I think some of the best stuff sort of happened. It's a bit cramped in here because the room is actually a bit small. But there's some pretty decent looking details going on here. Like with the lid here. You've got the dispenser there with some ready to dispense. It's got a button on it there as well. The sink, one of the details I do like quite a lot with the sink is, oh, that's not the button I wanted. Little hot and cold indicators there. I do think this is pretty good how this turned out as well. Perhaps the texture could have been better though, it's just a plain grey. But a lot of these things with these textures, it's like, it's the corners mainly that I'm not quite a fan of. Got the hand wash here, they don't have these anymore, they have actual proper dispensers that are sort of held in a thing that prevents them being taken. I don't really know how to describe it specifically, but this opens. Got another one of those. There's your shower head. And I think HP64 actually gave me the photo that this came off of to use it for this, if I remember right. It's very flat, of course, because it's just a photo, it's just a PNG. You got the body wash there. And in here we have some extra towels. Cannot remember where I got these images from, but there you go, just got some extra towels hiding in here, and then the completely unnecessary extra detail that no one ever looks at of the pipes behind the sink and for the tap as well. Unnecessary detail, but why on earth not? Those close. Like so, they've got, well, they have to kind of have flat handles because otherwise they wouldn't be able to open. So there you go. But yeah, the room was made a bit small, I think. At minimum, let me think. You need to double the width of this entranceway, I think, or nearly double it. And then you probably need about another sort of from here to maybe here, or maybe even a bit more of width as well, so that the bathroom could have been made fully, but there we go. So it probably sounds like I'm being quite harsh on this overall, but when you come back to look at something after so long and you obviously have more knowledge, because of course I have done more hand coding since then, and I'd like to think it's gotten better than this anyway. You can obviously be the judge of if some of my newer projects are better or not. But yeah, if I was to do this again, which I'm not going to because I kinda can't be bothered and there's probably things I'd more rather try and do. There's probably quite a lot I'd change, but like I say, for my first attempt at hand coding, for it being, what, 6 years ago now? That's crazy to think. I think it worked out not too bad in the end. Good first attempt. There's a bit of a problem going on there. What is causing that? Is that the stair? Huh? How is the stair doing that? Didn't notice that before. Slightly suboptimal. But now we're down on floor 1. I think we'll ride the lifts. Because they're Schindlers, and of course we'll ride the Schindlers. Or we'll ride this one, because it's gone and parked. Does this look familiar?
Floor 1.
Well, speaking of, here's this one. Just has the one set of doors, one set of door controls. So we'll take a ride on this. Oh, that's going up now. Can't remember where that door sound came from.
Floor 2.
I do like these indicators. These indicators worked out pretty well with the arrow and the number. It's one thing I think tended to do reasonably okay most of the time was indicators. Didn't do ceiling heights very well, as you might be able to tell. I think this is almost as tall as the building.
Floor 0.
1 to 30. 101 to 130, 201 to 230. Beep. Yeah, not quite as tall, but almost as tall. I'll go up to 2, because the other lift's about to join us, I think. We're going to escape the other lift to talk about a couple of other things.
Floor 2.
Got that emergency light there.
Floor 2.
I do like, for a first attempt, I do think the sort of doorway decor, metal work, whatever you want to call it, worked out pretty well. Good solid foundation, the lighting's all lined up. Just the door texture but tiled slightly differently, but I think it worked out alright. And yeah, like there's parts of this that I'm still very happy with, but a lot of it is like, yeah, you can tell this was my first attempt, can't you? It's a bit of a different video today, but in absence of being able to record on 2.0.3, I have to go back into 1.11 alpha and take a look at this, I guess. So,
Floor
despite
0.
it being mostly 12 minutes of me just critiquing this building over and over, I hope you enjoyed this little video nonetheless. Send this one up to 1, why not? Oh, hello. Watch the indicators show 1. Of course, these are somewhat based on real lifts, although you wouldn't know it with some of the differences. But you can kind of get the idea from the layout of it, can't you? If you know, you know, if you've been watching for a long time. But yeah, with that being said, we'll go out the official way. Go out through this way and then this way. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this little video, even though it's very much different from what I was planning, and quite frankly, anything I didn't expect to make this at all. I mean, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but there goes that door. It's something a little different because my plans changed at the last minute because of an issue that I didn't expect. So there you go. You can take a look in from here and you can see this. But I hope you've enjoyed this nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully the issues that I've experienced will be rectified for next time. If not, I guess I'll be stuck on this build of the sim for a while. But there's a view of all the rooms that had their furniture put in. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this slightly different video, and I'll see you in the next video.